In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started with your Line 6 Pod Go, the basic settings, and how to start customizing your presets. If you find today's video helpful, and you want more specific and detailed tutorials on particular areas of the Line 6 Pod Go, I recommend checking out my ultimate guide linked in the video description. This is a complete video guide that takes you through every single setting on the Line 6 Pod Go from start to finish. And using code START at checkout will get you 10% off your purchase. First, let's begin with the buttons and also the display. On the LCD display, there are two main modes that you'll spend most of your time in. These are called play mode and also edit mode. To change between these two modes, you just click the view button. And then from this point, using the upper and lower knobs, you can go about and adjust particular parameters and effects blocks. When in play view, you will get an overview of your current foot switch mode, which at this moment in time is stomp mode, which works like a traditional guitar pedal board where you can turn effects blocks on and off with the assigned foot switches. Using the mode foot switch will let you change the functionalities of these pedals, and this will take you over to preset mode. And the change in operation mode for our foot switches has been reflected on the LCD display. Inside of preset mode, you can now use A, B, C, and D to change between the different variations of your current preset bank. And then using the up and down arrows, you can now bank up between your different preset banks and also bank down, then going ahead and selecting the designated letter and number for what you want. Furthermore, if you then press and hold these two foot switches simultaneously, this will then take you into preset, which will let you now bank up through your presets and then bank down through your presets instead of going up through the banks. There are hidden foot switch modes available if you press and hold these two foot switches. With a quick press and hold, then release, this will take you into snapshot mode, which will let you access different variations of the current preset you have loaded in. To exit out of snapshot mode, we will quick press these two foot switches. And then with a long press of the up and down arrow, this will then let you change the functionality of them. So now they will go through presets instead of banks. So it goes through individual presets now. And then if we do this one more time, this will then let us go through our snapshots. So if you look in this top corner here, it will let us bank through the snapshots of this current preset, but we still have the functionality of changing our current preset number. So this is sort of a hybrid workflow if you don't like to do a quick snapshot and then a quick exit of the snapshot. So those are just a few of the foot switch modes that are available to you on the Line 6 Pod Go, and you can go ahead and customize these further with reassigning them. Next, let's switch our focus to customizing a preset. To do this, you want to go into your edit view. Now, the Line 6 Pod Go is much more restrictive compared to the Helix and HX Stomp line of pedals for actually customizing your effects chain. You do have a total of 10 blocks, but only 4 of them are actually completely customizable. So an example of a fixed block that you can't really do too much with is the EQ at the end of your signal chain. If you click the lower knob in, this will let you head into the presets where you can go ahead and choose some different presets for the EQ. So temp band, EQ, tilt, some maybe preset up ones like a low high shelf, etc. Simple EQ. That's all you can really do with those fixed blocks. The same's also true for the amplifier head, for example. You can only go ahead and change what type of amp selected. You can't really change its category type. But for the 4 other blocks that are completely customizable, such as these two over here, by clicking the lower knob, this will let you change the pedal's category. So you can go ahead with the upper knob and you can change this dynamic pedal to a delay pedal or a reverb pedal or a modulation pedal. So you can completely change the type of effects block that this is currently modeling. And then once you've selected your category with the lower knob, you can then go through and select an appropriate preset for that category and type of effects block that you wish to load in. Next, let me show you how you can rearrange your effects chain. By clicking Action, this will let you move your current selected effects block to wherever you like within your signal path. And then by clicking Action again, it will go ahead and place it. Once placed within your chain, you can then go ahead and adjust some of its parameters by using knobs 1 through to 5. Here you have access to the different parameters that you can customize and change on your current effects block or even on your amplifier. So whichever effects block is selected, these will have different corresponding parameters to customize. And using the next page button and previous page button, depending on how complex the effects block is, will enable you to access the further settings that are customizable. If you wish to bypass a particular effects block, you can use the upper knob to turn your effects block on or bypass it and turn it completely off. As you can see there, this current foot switch was corresponding with that change as this foot switch is mapped to that effects block. And I talk more in detail about the reassigning and FUT switch mapping process inside of my ultimate guide that's linked in the video description. Now that we've customized our preset, let me show you the saving process that you can undergo. Now, if you click this upper knob in, this will show you your two different preset lists. You have your factory presets, of which there are 128 of, and then you have your user presets, which again, you have an additional 128 presets. Inside of the user set list, all of the presets are completely blank. So this is one of the safest places to go ahead and actually save your changes to. To save a preset, you want to click the View and Action button simultaneously. This will then present you with the dialog screen. Inside of here, you have the ability to rename your current preset by using the upper knob to change between the different characters, and then using knob 4 to actually change what character is being written. And then on the lower shelf, you have your other options for canceling, deleting characters, and so on. Now, the most important area is the save button and also the destination. Currently, our save destination is going to be our user set list, but we could go ahead and save it onto our factory set list, which is where all the factory presets are if you wish to overwrite those. But if you want to proceed and create your own set list with all your own songs on, you want to go ahead and click the save button and select that destination. If you want to learn more about your Line 6 Pod Go and get the most out of every single setting, don't forget to check out my ultimate guide linked in the video description for detailed and clear explanations of each individual setting. And as a thank you for watching this video here on YouTube, using code START at checkout will save you 10% off your ultimate guide purchase. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave it a like and also consider subscribing. But if you want to learn more about the differences between the Line 6 Pod Go and the more expensive HX Stomp XL, I recommend checking out this video next.